Abandonment to Divine Providence. By Father Jean-Pierre de Caussade, S.J. Book 2, On the State of Abandonment. Chapter 1. On the Nature and Excellence of the State of Abandonment. Section 2, The Most Perfect Way. In this state the soul is guided by the divine action through every kind of obscurity. When the soul is moved by the divine influence, it forsakes all works, practices, methods, means, books, ideas, and spiritual persons in order to be guided by God alone, by abandoning itself to that moving power, which becomes the sole source of its perfection. It remains in His hands like all the saints, understanding that the divine action alone can guide it in the right path, and that if it were to seek other means, it would inevitably go astray in that unknown country, which God compels it to traverse. It is, therefore, the action of God which guides and conducts souls by ways which it alone understands. It is, with these souls, like the changes of the wind. The direction is only known in the present moment, and the effects follow their causes by the will of God, which is only explained by these effects, because it acts in these souls and makes them act either by hidden undoubted instincts, or by the duties of their state. This is all the spirituality they know, these are their visions and revelations, this is the whole of their wisdom and counsel, insomuch that nothing is ever wanting to them. Faith makes them certain that what they do is well, whether they read, speak, or write, and if they take counsel it is only to be able to distinguish more clearly the divine action. All this is laid down for them and they receive it like the rest, beholding beneath these things the divine motive power and not fastening on the things presented, but using or leaving them, always leaning by faith on the infallible, unruffled, immutable and ever efficacious action of God at each moment. This they perceive and enjoy in all things, the least as well as the greatest, for it is entirely at their service at every moment. Thus they make use of things not because they have any confidence in them, or for their own sake, but in submission to the divine ordinance, and to that interior operation which, even under contrary appearances, they discover with equal facility and certitude. Their life, therefore, is spent, not in investigations or desires, weariness or sighs, but in a settled assurance of being in the most perfect way. Every state of body or soul, and whatever happens interiorly or exteriorly as revealed at each moment to these souls is, to them, the fullness of the divine action, and the fullness of their joy. Created things are, to them, nothing but misery and dearth, the only true and lust measure is in the working of the divine action. Thus, if it take away thoughts, words, books, food, persons, health, even life itself, it is exactly the same as if it did the contrary. The soul loves the divine action, and finds it equally sanctifying under whatever shape it presents itself. It does not reason about the way it acts, it suffices for its approval that whatever comes is from this source. Next video, Section 3, Abandonment, a Pledge of Predestination. Thanks.